pre-meats. So today we are going to be making an Alfredo ravioli with a side salad.
Yes, so we do have all of our ingredients on here. We'll actually show you exactly what we're using each time so y'all know.
Yes.
But like she said, we're making a Alfredo ravioli. We're making a ravioli with Alfredo sauce. So actually, it is a garlic chicken mozzarella ravioli with Alfredo sauce with spinach in there. And also we're making a salad. So we have salad. We'll go through that in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, y'all.
So the first material we're gonna add is butter. So you want to put this on your eye, and typically that should be at like 3 to 4 for student housing, and those appliances. Oh, thank you. And while we let that melt, we're going to add our garlic, and that's going to be 1 tablespoon.
So we have.
And our Alfredo sauce is going to be homemade today. So we don't do store-bought for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we're trying to get y'all away from the store-bought Alfredo sauce.
It's so quick and easy to make at home by yourself.
Yeah, you know, right around this time, Walmart is usually out of Alfredo sauce. So we're trying to help you guys out to make it beneficial so you can make your own Alfredo sauce. You don't
help us help you.
Yeah, so there it is.
I have a question.
So now that butter is sizzling down.
Yeah, I have a question really quick.
Okay.
Have you guys ever tried to make like vegan meals? Because I know like those are like kind of hard sometimes, but
we have actually
several.
We actually don't have that in like writing and like so we can actually send it to you, but definitely reach out to us, comment, and we'll actually get back with you so we can get that to you. We can definitely hook you up with that.
And then next for the sauce, we're gonna add heavy whipping cream. And this is about 1.5 cups. So we're gonna add that for now. We'll let it sizzle.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna get a pot, put some water in it, let that start to boil. Actually, put a pinch of salt in there so you know none of the noodles won't stick to the pot.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do that.
And before we put those noodles in, we did wash those as well as these vegetables with white vinegar. So a lot of people don't know that they have to actually wash their vegetables and their fruits. Please wash your vegetables and fruits. They do also sell fruits and vegetables cleaner, but again, you can just use white vinegar and that does the same job. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this is coming to a simmer. So we are gonna wanna turn that down and then add our seasonings. So we have Italian seasoning, we have Cajun seasoning, we have onion and garlic seasoning blended together.
So this pot, while she's doing that too, making sure when you put this on here, you want to make sure that you're not putting it at put the level too high because you want to put it around, you know, a little past medium, a little under high. You don't want to let it overboil. You don't want those, you know, rising water bubbles and whatever. You don't want that on your stove. So make sure it's got a good temperature. Like I said, add a little bit of salt. So I'm gonna do that.
And then while Byron is doing that, I just added the garlic, herb, and lemon seasoning. And then lastly, if you guys like a kick, we're gonna add some red chili flakes. And just so IG Live can see that too. We got a nice load. All right. So as we let that cook and simmer, you're just gonna let it get to like a colorful light yellow. And then you can also gradually add in the remainder of the heavy whipping cream and let this simmer before you put in your Parmesan cheese and your Italian cheese.
All right, so while she's doing that, we're gonna refer back to the ravioli that we got. So this is just Rana ravioli. Like you said, there's different types, there's different flavors of different things. So we got chicken mozzarella. So it's not expensive at all. You get it at any grocery store. And it doesn't take long to make. So it actually only takes 4 minutes to boil. Like I said, you want to put it in a pot. You'll let that start to boil, and then we're going to add these to the pot. Like I said, add some salt, and then 4 minutes should be good. Drain it, take it out, add to the sauce.
And this is the cheese that we're going to be using today. I don't know if the camera is focusing. We're just gonna put that in, blend it in. And you want the sauce to be a bit thicker. So as you put more ingredients in, you want to lower the heat.
Yeah.
And let the cheese thicken, don't let it burn.
Do not let it burn.
And make sure you scrape the bottom of the pan to make sure that everything is nicely incorporated in this concoction.
So since we have a little bit of grace time, I see the comment section actually, popping. So if there's any questions,
You want to check it?
yeah, if there's any questions, please let us know. We can definitely answer them for you. Yeah, just shoot if you got any questions right now.
I think that I did. Yeah, I see some comments. If you want to go check those.
What's a good brand of cheese to use in your sauce?
So again, that's preference. For the sake of this meal being student friendly, we did use pre-shredded cheese, but typically I just like to use like Food Line brand, Trader Joe's brand, especially. They have a great Gruyere cheese as well as cheddar cheese blend, and those are organic too.
Come on, we college students. You don't want to spend too much on cheese. Hey, if you trying to work, with what we got. So, hey, we're definitely telling you, you don't have to spend too much money on any of this stuff. It's not expensive at all.
And if you guys can see too, again, the consistency is creamy and cheesy, but it's not clumpy. So
a question in the chat is, how do you guys come up with your recipes, and are they passed down from your family?
That's a really good question. So sometimes we find recipes online and we create our own versions of them. And we do also use recipes from our families and put our own little twist on them. So back to the cheese, I typically like to shred mine. That's a preference just with like melting point and a lot of other things, less preservatives. And that's also something that I was taught.
Yeah. For me, being from the South, your family don't always tell you your recipes. So what I do sometimes, hey, look up something like she said, just go off the dome. It's really, make up your own recipe. That's what I did, trial and error each time.
Exactly.
Making sure, if it didn't turn out right the first time, do it again, try something new. That's what you do. That's the way of cooking. For people that say they can't cook, anyone can cook. Everybody is capable of doing that. All you got to do is trial and error.
Yes.
That's all it takes.
And once you understand what goes together, when it comes to like flavors and textures, it's a lot easier to cook. So it's really trial and error. You're not going to be able to know how to cook in a few months. Like, it's really going to take time and experience. So I would recommend, honestly, getting with a family member and having those conversations in the kitchen if you haven't in your childhood.
Definitely. Any more questions? We open to all of it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys know like your portion size? So say you're making this sauce. If I wanted to cook for like, say my family of 4, would that be enough sauce for all of us, or do I have to add more?
So just as reference, we used this size of heavy whipping cream. And we used about 1/3 of this. So this could last you for about 6 or 7 serving sizes. I know the lighting is kind of washing it out.
Well, it gets worse.
Yeah, it does get worse. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, so it's
but to answer your question again, we don't typically measure a lot. Particularly with seasonings, we kind of just let spirit tell us when to stop.
She usually say when she cooks, she do it until her ancestors tell her to stop.
Until the ancestors tell her to stop, girl.
It's too much. So we just waiting on that water to boil. It's taking a little longer.
And our sauce is just on low.
Yeah.
It's a very nice thick consistency.
So while we're doing that, we can go right into making our dressing. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a lemon vinaigrette. You know, it's healthier, it's lighter, it's gonna be a different taste to it. So that's what we're gonna use. So the ingredients for that, we're gonna use Dijon mustard, any type, really doesn't matter. Hey, I got the organic brand, the Great Value brand. You know, it's cheap or whatever. Then we got our olive oil right here. It doesn't matter with that brand either. Regular olive oil. Oh, forgot.
Our seasonings, lemons.
Yeah.
Let's check live.
Apple cider vinegar. That's what you need. And lastly, our lemons. You know, what lemon vinaigrette without lemons? So we got our lemons here. So what we're gonna do is, I don't do, you know, measuring either. I go by taste. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take our Dijon mustard. Just add it in this large bowl here. I do like maybe 5 circles around. After that, you want to use this. You don't want to use too much of it because, as you know, apple cider vinegar is very, very, very strong. So you don't want to do too much of it. You're just gonna add, you know, count. Count is cool too. So you count. I'm gonna say maybe 3 seconds. That's 3 seconds. That's enough. And then you add as you go if it don't taste right. You know what I'm saying? That's how you learn. So then you're gonna get to olive oil. You don't want to add too much of that because it's oil. So you don't want to add too much oil. Open. Okay, so after that, you're gonna, this is brand new. So after that, you're just gonna add, like I said, you're gonna count. I did 2 seconds. 2 seconds, that's enough. So after that, we're gonna get our orange, squeeze our lemon juice. Orange, y'all hear that? So we're gonna add our lemon juice in there. You know, use them muscles, get them muscles right. The juice. These lemons actually don't have seeds, so that's actually pretty good.
Yes, that is a plus.
So after that, we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper for taste. And a little bit of salt for taste. Let me get that. Tyler's gonna mix that up for us. You don't wanna, you know, OD it. You don't wanna OD it. You don't want, you know, your lettuce to be soggy or anything like that. You just want something light.
Yes, and you have to remember, this is before the meal, so you don't want it to fill you up too much. It should be very light. Yeah. And it should leave you wanting more. Okay, so we're gonna blend that up. And I know you guys can't really see the consistency, but it's dripping. It's very droopy.
So, hey, and that's another thing. If you cooking with your significant other, your partner or whatever, have fun while you're doing it.
Have fun.
You know, why be serious while you're cooking? You know, laugh, joke. Something that we like to do. We actually like to play music.
Yes.
Our like go-to music that we listen to is basically old school. Right now we playing some little soul music, you know what I'm saying? Chill. For the kids. But we definitely love having fun while we're cooking, man. Because it makes things go smoother, you know, quicker, and it's fun.
And you want positive energy over your food. Like, you don't want someone who has an attitude, somebody who's not high vibrationally over your food, because you're gonna consume it.
And you definitely taste love, don't you? I know when y'all eat, and y'all know when somebody actually put love in it, it tastes 10 times better. Make sure you always put love in your food, man. Any more questions for us, though, while we wait? Because water's still not boiling.
Somebody in the chat says, what does the lemon do for it?
So the lemon actually adds an acid to the actual dressing itself. So typically with salads, as well as like smoothies and a few other like healthy nutritional meals, a lot of them are alkaline balanced, meaning that they have both acids and bases within the food. So it's actually a really, really great balanced meal.
And add a little pop to it, you know what I'm saying?
A
little twist to it.
So while we're waiting for those to boil, we can go ahead and add the shredded lettuce, and it can be any lettuce of your choice. We just chose iceberg lettuce today. We're gonna add the carrots, we're gonna add the onion. And then we are going to add the tomato. Because we're doing this for display, the portions are a little bit smaller. But you can also cater the portion to the crowd that you're serving.
Yeah. And sometimes you can also, you know, say if those, if you don't like tomatoes, or say if you do like tomatoes, you like a lot of, you know, cut tomatoes, we put them whole, that's how we like it. But you definitely can cut them sideways. Yeah, do whatever you want. Another thing that we're gonna add to that salad that we wanted to show you personally was an avocado. Let me get another.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna put an avocado in the salad. So basically, please be careful while you're doing that as well. I'm gonna take an avocado, just like it is. Just cut into
I have a
it.
quick question. Is there a grocery store that you like prefer more than others?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna answer that again, and I'm gonna go with Trader Joe's and Sprouts. So both of those are health food stores, and they're off of Battleground. But I feel that they have the best of everything. And Trader Joe's is very student friendly. So I feel like you guys would be able to find a lot of really great prices. Yes, Janelle, biology. Shout out bio. Shout out Barnes.
This little avocado, little seed, he wanted to get stuck in here just because we on camera want to show out in front of the friends. You know what I'm saying?
It's cooler.
Yeah, it's cooler too. So basically, how you can do this, you don't need no butcher knife. I'm country, you know, that's just how I cook. So do it like that. Okay, avocado.
So this avocado is a bit rougher just because the temperature was pretty cool. I accidentally put these in the refrigerator. So avocados are a really healthy, unsaturated fat. And typically those are around like mushy to liquid in room temperature, but he's having difficulty because I put them in the refrigerator.
Technical difficulties,
very
guys.
firm.
But yeah, so basically, that's what you would want to do. But yeah, we got our avocados right here.
It's giving my fault, but it's okay.
It's cool. It's still cutting out in perfect sizes. But like I said, like she said, you probably won't have this problem.
Yes, you will not have this
You
problem.
just want to sit it out before you use it. You know what I'm saying? And then you cut it regular way. And it should just, and then when you cut them, like I'm using a spoon, it should easily just come off like that.
Yes, and they do also have avocado cutters, but you could just use a knife as long as you know how to do it safely. Sometimes avocados can be trickier.
Very tricky. So I mean, I didn't get.
Oh,
Anybody say anything?
Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, but so really, I didn't get too much out of this, but you know, you get the picture.
Yeah.
So we can just gonna add a little bit of that to the salad or whatever.
I have a question. I don't know if it was answered before, but because I had, what got you guys into cooking, like originally? Like what like made you guys like really excited about cooking or like passionate about cooking?
So for me, it's a long story, but I'm gonna sort it out. So basically, what really made me start cooking, like that was stated in my bio. So I started cooking for my grandma when I was like 10, really. And I'm gonna tell you a funny story, so it's gonna be quick. So basically, I mean, I was raised in church, right? I was the only kid at the church that didn't sing on the choir. My mama was really upset about that. She's like, either you're gonna sing or you're gonna get involved some way. So I was like, I'm gonna try to get involved some other way. So basically, one of our head chefs was a minister at our church, and I reached out to him and I was like, I'm 10 years old at this time too. And I told him, I said, I want to help out cooking. I want to, you know, see what you do. So basically, one day he got me, said, come on Saturday. That's the day we used to cook for the homeless shelter. We cooked for the homeless shelter. And my first meal I was taught how to make basically was lasagna. 10 years old, making lasagna. And it started in church, man. And then after that, like I said, I cooked for my grandma. And then, hey, here I am. Freaking how many years? Like, I don't even know. 13 years later. Yeah, so here I am.
So it's definitely a gradual process.
She asked, what made you start cooking?
Oh, so I started cooking because I wanted to be able to cook for myself in college. I didn't want to rely on fast food. I really wanted my own home cooked meals, especially because I am a young woman living by myself. I'm originally from Michigan. So yeah, I didn't want anybody else making my food. And because I am a student of YouTube University, I just began watching a lot of videos, and gradually that just sparked my interest. So one summer, I grabbed a couple of my great friends, and we hit the stove, and they taught me how to make some things. I taught them how to make some things, and it was just a great recipe for success.
Yeah. So we're gonna give this one more minute with the ravioli. It only takes 4 minutes. It's boiling now, so it should be done in the next minute. After that, we're gonna take that over to our strainer. Let's drain all the water off, and then add it to our sauce.
Yes, and I don't know if you guys could just hear just now, but I was able to actually like tap and beat off the sauce, so it is very creamy. It's very blendable. The cheeses are all blended, the seasonings, all of it. And if you guys are curious about this appliance, Byron, it's a plug-in.
It's definitely a plug-in. It only cost me like $15 at Walmart.
Yes.
It was a cheap cop for real. So I think everybody should definitely get one if you do cook a lot. It's definitely durable. Say if you cook it somewhere else, you can definitely take it somewhere and do what you do.
Yes, and the prep time for this meal was only 25 minutes, and that was including both the salad and the ravioli. So it's very quick, it's very simple, it's very easy.
What you're cooking the sauce in isn't a cast iron skillet?
It is not. I actually don't typically make cheese sauces in cast irons. I don't know about you. I don't think you do.
Yeah, I don't like using that because cast irons, they built to do heavy duty food. And you don't want it to, it can burn easily.
Yes.
So I try to refrain from using a cast iron skillet to do that unless I'm baking something.
Yeah, like baked mac and cheese, I feel would be different.
Yeah.
But on the stovetop, I just wouldn't prefer that.
Yeah. I'm gonna let, like I said, one more minute, make sure it's all done.
Done and blended.
So we're gonna wait till 7:25. Give it one more minute. But other than that, this should be really easy, cool. It shouldn't take you no time to do this for your significant other, if you want to surprise them. It's something quick. Shoot.
Let them know you know how to make something.
You know what I'm saying?
So what would y'all say is your favorite thing to cook?
That's actually hard for me because I like to cook a lot of things.
Hey, it don't matter. For real, like, it don't matter. But I guess you should give my answer though. At least
well, me personally, so I'm Creole, so I love Creole food. I like gumbo, I like seafood mac and cheese, like madeleines, etouffee, a lot of stuff like that. So a lot of things that I make involve like a roux or like a gravy. But I do still feel that those are typically lighter. Because it's not as much dairy involved other than like butter.
I don't know if y'all can see me, but now I'm taking these, straining them, draining them, whatever you want to call it. All right, shake the water out, you know what I'm saying? You don't want it wet or anything. From there,
We can go ahead and dump it into.
we're dumping it into our sauce.
And then we can also add the spinach and let that boil.
So while we're doing that, we're adding spinach to it. You can add as much as you want, but I like to think of, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. But basically, you know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how much spinach you put in something. It seems like you only put maybe 4 leaves. Yes. So we're adding a lot because you know
it wilts. It wilts very quickly.
Very quickly. So I'm gonna just add a little bit of that. We did wash this off, guys.
Again with white vinegar and water.
I think that should be enough
the
right now.
The salad bowl was in the way.
What was that?
The salad bowl was in the way.
Oh, it is? My bad. Okay. So yeah, we're adding that. Cool. Our ring light got happy, guys.
Okay, yeah. This is okay.
I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit so it can cook.
Oh, it's not locked.
We're waiting on this. Any more questions while we're waiting on these spinach to get right?
Where did you guys come up? Like, how did you guys come up with your name?
So our name, it took us a long time.
It did, actually. We went through like mad trial and error.
Mad trial and error because, you know, we want to make it, we definitely.
Is this okay?
Yeah, can y'all see that? We definitely wanted to make it, you know, something different, but, you know, we live in a world full of people that has, you know, a whole bunch of different ideas. So it was just kind of crazy.
Honestly, we thought Supreme Meat sounded cool.
Yeah.
So we should cover this if you have a top.
Yeah.
To let them steam.
But after that, man, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it when it comes to making this dinner, man. The last part is just letting this spinach cook. After that, you're gonna add it to a plate. So I'm gonna get our plate ready and our bowl for our salad.
You go ahead and plate this luxurious, quick and simple, cheap meal. This up.
And from there, you're done.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add our salad. And we actually didn't pick up any rolls or any bread. But what you could do is honestly get like a microwavable bread. You could make your own rolls, which are very easy to do. And it's really just about preference.
It's all up to you. All up to you.
All right. That's still taking.
Just waiting our spinach, man.
So go ahead and cook.
What inspired you guys to like form Supreme Eats?
So what inspired us? So listen. So basically, summer 2019, we were here. We were working over the summer at our job, and we were together pretty much every day.
Every single day.
About 6 days out the week. And we went out to eat a lot too, but we definitely did cook together. We you know, like she said, she brought her ideas from her family and stuff like that. And I brought my ideas, and we just came together and started cooking. So from there, we was like, okay, we're actually doing something that's actually, you know, pretty good. So I said, well, let's just try it out. So we waited, you know, a year, and we tried it out. It got really, really good. You know what I'm saying? People really started telling us, okay, yes, you guys should really start selling food. We was like, selling food? That ain't something usually I ever thought about doing. You know what I'm saying? I just usually cook for myself and or my friends. Yeah, but here we are, almost a year later, man.
Comments, concerns, just to make sure. It's 7:30, so we'll meet next Wednesday at 5.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was that?
Any questions?
Sorry, my mic came unmuted. I apologize.
That's fine. Did anybody else say anything? We heard a couple people. And if anybody's asking like certain questions in the chat, please let us know. Unmute yourselves if you can.
Is there anything
No, there's no questions. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I actually have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
So I hear y'all listening to music. Do you have like a cooking playlist that y'all listen to when you're cooking in particular?
We don't, but hey, that's a good idea.
Yes.
We could definitely set that up for you.
Yes. I'm definitely like a closet playlist maker. So like I kind of just like play whatever I feel, but we typically like to listen to the oldies.
Definitely oldies. As you can tell, we listen to Quicksand right now. You know, we definitely love. I'm gonna tell you our favorite song that we listen to. So it's Free Nationals.
Like tribute.
Yes.
Definitely we have to. It's Free Nationals, Daniel Caesar, and it's called Beauty and Sex. That is our theme song together when we cooking. Listen to it all the time. That was like our theme song for summer 2019. And it sticks. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, I love that song. I got y'all. I like the playlist. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, so definitely reach out to us and we'll get it to you for real. We'll get it to you.
Okay, so this has gone ahead and steamed a bit. It's still at a nice, healthy green color. It still has its texture. It's still a bit firm, but it's palatable. So, take this, make sure it's nice and green. If we want to add, some excess sauce,
you can.
And then just a smidget of Parmesan cheese.
Top it off just like that. You know what I'm saying? Be generous with it, but for me, just like the Olive Garden dude say, my win is a long time. But I'm just add a little bit more to that. And there's your quick meal for I want to show y'all. I really do want to show y'all. So this is what I'll do. I'll take the camera off the stand for a little bit so I can show you exactly what it looks like. So here's our ravioli with our spinach. And then there's our salad. There it is. Those are some of the things that we use. This is exactly what we use, the rana pasta, all that type of stuff. And yeah, man, this is the finishing product right there, man. Very quick, very easy. I'm pretty sure your partner will be very happy that you did that. So yeah, there it is.
It looks so good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But that's pretty much it, man. Any more questions that we got? Any questions? Any concerns? Any comments?
What are you all making for Valentine's Day?
Ooh, what are we making for Valentine's Day? What you making for Valentine's Day?
Well, I'm going out of town for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But in theory, I would make lamb chops with mashed potatoes and steamed spinach. That would be like my go-to Valentine's Day romantic, quick little red meat meal for the week.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you what I got. I'm actually making that lucky hurt, but I'm actually making y'all take a breath right quick. Take a breath right quick. I'm making stuffed lobster tails.
Wow.
Making stuffed lobster tails with probably mac and cheese. Turn it off. Take it off.
Oh.
Doing stuffed lobster tails with macaroni and cheese. Maybe some asparagus. I might do some garlic, green beans or something like that. I haven't really made my mind up yet, but I'm single, y'all, so I'm definitely doing that for myself. This is my meal for myself. So yeah, I'm treating myself for Valentine's Day.
I'm not that, but it's always great to treat yourself.
Yeah.
So one of the comments was, what are our plans post-grad? Okay. So I'm gonna be moving out of state. And I haven't yet figured out like what my moves will be for Supreme Eats. I want to make sure that I have time because I will have a full-time job. But Byron is going to keep the Greensboro headquarters of Supreme Eats solid and down packed for more meals to come.
Yeah, I graduate in December, so I'll definitely be pushing this, a little bit more, just because I have the time and extra 4 months. But post grad, I do not have a plan exactly what I want to do, but I do have aspirations So my aspiration is to actually, you know, work for a construction company. Because my major is construction management. I'm gonna do that. Don't know where. I'm, you know, pushing towards, you know, maybe Atlanta, DC, or go back home to Charlotte, Charlotte area. So basically, so.
I'm sure you said that.
But anyway, my plans are I definitely do want to open up a restaurant or multiple restaurants in the East Coast, maybe one, you know, West Coast. But I do want to open up in major cities like Atlanta, DC, New York, Charlotte, back at home, you know, surrounding areas and be prosperous like that, you know. And also, I'm thinking about being a realtor. So we got a lot of different things we got going on. So yeah, she's trying it. How is it?
The like little chef's kiss, y'all.
So how often do y'all offer food?
We got time to talk, man. We got time to talk.
So how often do y'all offer food, and how can we order if we'd like to?
So last semester, we typically offered food either weekly or bi-weekly. We don't have any set dates quite yet for this semester, but we do also have a service initiative implemented for freshman dorms. So definitely keep an eye out for our page for our community service initiatives, as well as
Please do.
Selling plates.
Please do.
Because that's going to be all on the page.
We're going big. We're going fed with the community service, man. Listen, I mean, this community is giving so much to us. Why not give back? So we're definitely big on that this year. We're also doing, you know, private dinners. Y'all
we do
catering, private dinners. We got you on that.
We also do catering,
all types.
We do actually maybe just as many catering events as we do selling plates. We get a lot of catering opportunities.
Definitely, and like a lot of people that, you know, sometimes that we get catered out, it be, you know, some other places and stuff. So sometimes we have to turn down people because it be too far. So yeah. You know, we're really humble about this, you know, this time in our lives, you know, because we do keep, you know, between me and her, we do keep God close and between this business. We pray a lot before we do different things. Because without him, none of this would be possible. So yeah, we definitely are humble through this whole process, man. But yeah, man, like I said, we got time to talk. Let us know what y'all want to know. Here for questions regarding anything, cooking, supreme meats. Like I said, if you got any questions, just hit us up on our Instagram page. We also have our email link to that too.
So we actually do. So we do offer classes. That was one of the questions in the comments. So every second and fourth Tuesday of the month, we do a cooking class with RHA where we show you how to cook a meal. And we do those via live. So if you all are interested in that, definitely refer to the NCAT RHA page and get more information on those sessions.
And we do that every second Tuesday of the month. We might start doing it maybe twice a month, you know. And hopefully when COVID is over, we can definitely start doing some in-person classes too. So that's one of our goals. Anybody else, guys? Anything?
I'm sorry if this has already been asked, but what's y'all's Instagram so I can follow it? Because that looks so good. So I would like to order.
It's at the Supreme Eat. So we go ahead and actually put it in.
Okay, thank you.
Will you put it in there?
Yes, I got you. Okay. I'm gonna type it in right quick for y'all if y'all don't know.
Thank you.
No problem.
You guys did a great job. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for thinking of us. Again, if you guys do have any questions or comments, you guys can refer to our DMs. But this was definitely a pleasure. This was a lot of fun.
I just put a link in the chat for everybody on the Zoom, and you guys can fill it out for data. And then thank you guys for coming out.